Hello there guys, hope you are all well. In this video we are going to discuss about the costs involved in buying a property in the UK. At Conveyancing Codes for You, we regularly get calls from clients, especially first time buyers. They worry about what are the costs involved in buying a property. Since they are first time buyers, I thought this video will be helpful for them and also for other people who are buying property in the UK. Usually the solicitors will give the cost as a legal fees as a total cost, but we at Conveyancing Codes for You give a complete breakdown of what all the costs involved in buying the property. I'm going to group this cost into three categories. One we call as legal cost, that is the fees you pay to the solicitors. Our current solicitor fee is £225 plus VAT for buying a property. And we have the other cost, which is called as a supplementary fees. Depending on the nature of the property, this fees will be added to the transaction. If you are buying a leasehold property, then there will be a leasehold supplement. If you are buying with a mortgage, the mortgage lender fee will be a supplement, and if the property involves stamp duty, then the stamp duty return charges will be a supplementary fee. And if you are also buying a shared ownership, there will be a supplementary fee, and if you're buying a new build property, there will be a supplementary fee for that as well. We will discuss this supplementary fees in detail when we generate a quote. We'll move on to the next cost. The next cost is called as disbursement cost. These are expenses which will be paid to third-party companies. So this is not the fees that the solicitor firms take. These fees are paid to other parties. For example, to do an ID check and bankruptcy check, which is done online, there's a £10 charge for that, which will be paid to a third-party company where the ID and bankruptcy check are carried out. Same way for doing a bank telegraphic transfer, there is a cost involved. That is going to be a disbursement cost as well. To check the land registry, the title document fee is £6, and there's a cost for that. And also property search pack. When you are buying a property, we have to do a local authority search, water and drainage search. Currently, there's a charge of £149 for property. This can increase and decrease depends on the location of the property. And the land registry fees is calculated as a percentage of the property value. So this has to be calculated once we know the value of the property. And the stamp duty is also calculated based on the value of the property, and also whether it's you're a first time buyer, or whether the property is bought for buy to let or for main residence. So that is going to be a percentage of calculation, which we are going to use our calculator, online calculator. I'm going to show you how to use the online calculator to generate a quote, and then we can discuss in detail what is the cost breakdown is. Now let's pause this video and we'll open up a browser. You can open the browser of your choice, whatever the browser you have on your computer or a laptop or a tablet. Please open the browser, go to our website, which is conveyancingcodesforyou.co.uk. Click on free online calculator. Once you click on that, there is an option to get an instant quote. Let's click instant quotes now. Now, what is important we are going to discuss today is about buying a property. So choose buying only. And if you know the postcode of the property, we give the postcode. Otherwise, you can give the name of the town. Here I say Romford. The value of the property is say £450,000. And the number of people, that is how many people are on the mortgage. Say, for example, there are 2 people on the mortgage. I say 2. Now, the important question to discuss here is whether the property is a freehold property or a leasehold property. All this is going to increase the cost. This are going to contribute towards the supplementary fee. So please choose correctly so that you get an accurate quote. If you are buying a house, it's freehold. If you're buying a leasehold, which is a property like an apartment or a flat, it's a leasehold property. So choose your option correctly. And if you're buying with a mortgage, please select buying with a mortgage, because for mortgage lender, there is a supplementary charge. And if you're a first time buyer, please choose first time buyer, because first time buyers get an exemption in stamp duty. So please choose if you're a first time buyer. And if you're buying a property, if it's a new build and it's got a shared ownership, that means the builder is contributing towards the property's value, then it's a shared ownership. And if you're buying with any help to buy equity, or if you're buying a property for letting, or if it's an auction property, all this are going to have an additional cost. the solicitor's fee is going to be added as supplements fee. So please choose what the kind of property you are buying, and then the calculator is going to calculate itself. I'm going to give the name as John Smith. Email address. If you give the correct email address, you will be able to get a quote by email to your inbox, which you can compare and you can check later. So please make sure you give your right email address there and the phone number as well. Click on calculate. The software does an online check with land registry and it calculates the price. Now let's check this in detail. The legal fee which was paid to the solicitor is £225 plus VAT. Since there is a mortgage, we selected there is a mortgage fee of £75, and to submit a stamp duty return, there is a SDLT return fee which is £75, and the VAT on all this is £75. So the total you will be paying to the solicitor is the purchase legal fee and the supplementary fee. And as we discussed earlier, the disbursements are expenses, and the title document fee is £3.90. ID and bankruptcy check is £20 because I selected two parties, so £10 times 2, which is £20. Property search back, the current ongoing price for this is £149, and the bank telegraphic transfer per transfer, it is £30. And there is a stamp duty of £7,500, which is calculated with the land registry, and the land registry fees for registering the title is £135. So the total cost of buying a property is £8,287.90. This includes stamp duty. Please be aware when you generate a quote online, because many of the firms online, they don't tell you how much is your stamp duty. So the price may look cheaper, but actually all this are disbursement costs which got to be paid. So you have to make sure all these costs are covered. The same way you have to make sure your supplementary fees are all added, and then you're good to go. If you guys have got any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. I'll be happy to answer your questions. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends. Thank you. Take care. Bye.